e-bike, Bruno West.
Black jacket, turns left towards McDonald's.
Surron, going towards Havelock Street. I'll call it upon main air. You alright, mate?
This is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I really appreciate you joining me today, and this first story comes from Wiltshire, and it involves an 18-year-old called Keaon O'Brien from Park Road South, and he was spotted illegally riding a Surron e-bike at speed through Swindon town centre during a busy festive period. He was tracked down to a store in Havelock Street, where he was stopped and safely apprehended by Swindon police officers. A machete was found on him while his backpack was searched. It contained 500 grams of cannabis inside, and he was subsequently arrested and charged with possession with intent to supply cannabis and also possession of the machete.
Keaon? Oh, of course it is. Right, I've just seen you on that bike riding up here. You obviously haven't got, you're not old enough to have a licence, are you? Right, I'm going to detain you for search. Put your hands together in front for us.
Alright, I'll just tell you what I've got on me.
Okay, what have you got on you?
I've got a knife on my leg.
Okay.
And I've got weed in my bag.
Alright, we won't fight with it because I don't want you to get hurt, okay?
Yeah, cool.
I was going to cuff you to the front.
Yeah, that's cool. Can I take this cover?
2 seconds. Right, I'm going to take it out of your shop, guys, okay? I'm sure you don't want this in here. Okay, the rest of your suspicion of Peewit's Class B as well. I know this. He says he has some weed on you as well. Obviously, that's quite a lot. You say you don't have to say anything behind me, events. You'll mention questions to me later on the court, and if you need to do so, maybe give evidence.
Later on, they added careless driving, driving without a licence, driving without insurance and riding without a helmet. He pled guilty at Swindon Crown Court, and he was sentenced to 18 weeks in prison, suspended for 12 months. He was also required to complete a rehabilitation requirement programme. The drugs, the weapons and the e-bike were all seized and destroyed. PC David Thompson said O'Brien was riding on an illegal e-bike at high speed, putting numerous members of the public at risk while they was out doing their Christmas shopping. O'Brien had previously been stopped by a police officer riding an illegally adapted e-bike near the railway village, and this bike was a death trap with a battery and wires taped and cable tied to the frame. On that occasion, he was found in possession of drugs and a mobile phone, which had evidence that he was selling cannabis. 2 months later, he was yet again riding a Surron electric bike on a pedestrian part of the town, and he was also carrying a large amount of drugs. So I really want to hear what the viewers have to say about that story in the comments below. And do you think e-bike riders should have harsher restrictions, or do you think that they should make it more easier to get licenses for certain age groups and de-restrict the bikes as well? For this next story, we're going to go to Durham, where a man was stabbed in the street and he was caught on dash cam by the police. Ricky Druitt had only recently been released from prison when he got into a fight on Coronation Road in Merton on the evening of April the 2nd. Police arrived at the scene and dashcam footage lit up the street, and you could see Ricky holding a knife and attacking his victim.
Move! Do not move! You've been stabbed, mate?
Yeah.
Let's have a look, mate. Check you out. Right, mate. You feel lads, all move away. All move away. All move away. Sound. Sound, let's see that injury, mate.
Oh, kill him! Oh, man! Please kill someone! Ricky, I need you to stay there and I need to assess you properly. Please! You know with him! Are you daft or something? I'm not daft, no. You are! Okay. Let's up, please!
Ricky,
let's up! Let's up, man!
Let's check. Roll.
He stabbed us in the f***ing chest!
Right, go on your back. Give us a look, I need to see Ricky.
With the f***ing on this, man!
LA 9364 got one minor wound to his front, one on his back. Not sure of the extent of the stabbing at the minute. No major bleeding, potentially internal.
Anywhere else? Ricky, I'm trying to help you, mate. Where else can you...
Druitt was then tasered as he tried to run away from police, but the victim survived and only sustained minor injuries. 34-year-old Ricky Druitt is arrested and a black kitchen knife was removed from the scene. And despite providing a no-comments interview, he was charged with assault causing GBH and possessing a knife in a public place. A trial was being prepared, but faced with the overwhelming evidence, Ricky pled guilty at a hearing at Durham Crown Court on Friday, July the 11th. He has been jailed for 3 years and 4 months, and DC Alex Bilby from CID said this was a very violent offence and it could easily have ended in serious injuries to both the victim and the officers, who did not hesitate to run towards the danger that Ricky posed. Thanks to their quick response, the other man was safeguarded and given immediate medical attention. Thanks to them, he made a full recovery and Druitt was swiftly arrested. And this goes to show how quickly some people can go back to doing what they got locked up for originally, and how hard it is to sometimes transition from coming out of prison to going back to the streets if you haven't dealt with the issues that got you in prison in the first place. And I believe in this sort of case, drugs, alcohol and mental health will have played a big part.
Okay. So Ricky, in relation to those, one by some stab wounds. Okay, so has suffered 2 stab wounds. Okay, like showing you them. We've got one just in the lower pectoral on the left hand side, and there's another one, slightly large gash on the left rear side of his back. Again, both around the lung area, not far from where any kind of major organs and the heart is. Tell me about any involvement you had in causing those injuries.
Okay.
Okay. PC Doherty. When he's first arrived on scene, he's seen 2 males fighting in the street, one male being you, who's named. You've then attempted to run away and you're in possession of a black kitchen knife, which he's seen, and you've attempted to discard it to get rid of it, which has resulted in him tasering you. Correct?
Okay.
Okay.
So I look forward to hearing what viewers have to say on this story. Don't forget to like the video to support the channel. There is a lot of people in the premiere at the moment, and if everybody liked this video right now, we'd definitely get more viewers in here and help to get these stories out to more people. For this next update, we're going to go to Birmingham, where a man was caught doing 120 miles an hour with over £1 million worth of drugs inside his car. The discovery, they said, is one of the biggest in the region in recent times, and it involved police and the road crime unit, who stopped a black Peugeot which was believed to be linked to drugs. They tried to pull over the car, but the driver, who was David Surron, who's 48 years old, sped off and hit 120 miles an hour on the southbound stretch of the motorway before heading onto the M42 as he was pursued by police and police helicopter. David's vehicle was stung and he lost the tyre before it was boxed in, and David was arrested on the M42 near Alverchurch. In the boot of the car, in Sports Direct bags, in each bag was 18 kilos of cocaine with a wholesale value of £1.3 million, the police said.
Sting. Your speeds are 100, 120. I'll just see if we've got a deflator. We have got a deflator. Okay, he's lane 1, stand by. It's got heavy deflation on both tyres. We're on the rims now, I am. To the side. Onto the car! Onto the car now! Give me your hand! Hands in the car! Get on the car! Hands in your hand! Hands!
Been told that he's going to be searching, the car's going to be searched. So.
He told officers during his arrest that this is not a bad day, is it? Surratt had been smashing an object against the dashboard of his car, and it was later found to be his phone in an apparent attempt to destroy evidence. When they examined his phone, police showed that he was involved in the collection of a further 135 kilos of drugs that was valued up to £5 million. He would deliver them to customers around the country and earn £200 a kilo that was delivered, and he was expected to earn 20 grand in 6 weeks for his work. At Birmingham Crown Court last Monday, Surratt, of no fixed address, was jailed for 12 years and 9 months after admitting being concerned in the supply of cocaine. Surratt had 12 convictions for 19 offences dating back to 1995, and he was jailed for 6 years in 2016 for conspiracy to supply Class A drugs and more than 4 years in 2020 for further drug offences. Detective Chief Inspector Peter Cook from the Regional Organised Crime Unit said This is a major discovery of drugs that would have ultimately been sold on the streets of the UK and caused untold misery. David's attempts to get away from the police were dangerous and other road users were put at risk. But this was great work by the road crime team, and it meant the pursuit was brought to a safe conclusion. They also said that he played a significant role in distribution of drugs around the country, and he'll now be spending more years behind bars. So some of you may have seen the full footage on the shorts that we uploaded yesterday, and this is just a follow-up to the story in more depth, and I look forward to hearing what viewers have to say on this story. Don't forget to drop a comment below. Staying in Birmingham for this next story, where a teacher has been convicted of pretending to be a child online and contacting young girls. Jamie Morgan, 27 years old, made contact with 3 girls on social media platform Snapchat and encouraged them to send naked images of themselves. He used various usernames and told one of the girls that he was a 17-year-old boy. Morgan, who was a school teacher, went on to send the girls naked images of himself and persuaded one of the girls to send him a similar image. But concerns were raised and an investigation was launched into his online activity that resulted in him being arrested on the 30th of January. At a hearing at Birmingham Crown Court, Morgan admitted 3 counts of indecent images, 1 count of inciting a child under 13 to engage in sexual activity, and on Thursday, July the 10th, Morgan from Erdington was jailed for 3 years and 6 months, and he was put on the sex offenders register for 10 years. DC Darren English from the West Midlands Public Protection Unit said Morgan lied and manipulated young victims and believed he was doing so online by using a fake identity that would shield him from being found out. They were able to unmask him very quickly and also his criminal activities and bring him before the court. So this is an example of somebody that was put in a position of power and took advantage of that and also deceived a lot of people along the way. I look forward to hearing what viewers have to say on that story and all the other stories featured. And don't forget to catch up on the latest news by staying subscribed and following on other social medias like Telegram, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. Peace.